Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it. Line gets set, first down.
Get set.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the middle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You have the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Bulls his way forward. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He leaves it with his back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to...
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They're trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. At the 15, he's loose. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. Maybe you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Complete downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They go to the ground. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Plows through the defense.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
He'll throw on third down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He got it.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks starting off?
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Jim.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a nice run there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where there have been outstanding running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders to bring him down. Huge weapon in this offense.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. They move the tight end all over. Try to get it on the ground. And that decision. First down here for the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. A huge return there. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Getting some heat. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes a move. This guy is a daring. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a... Hit the afterburners, kid! The 50! At the 30! He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line! They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got the back in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Smashes it between the uprights.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy...
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Going to the running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Got his man quickly. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return possible on this one. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And more yards after contact. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He's going to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.